In this video, you'll learn how to change swipe actions in Gmail. Even though the steps are quite short, I'll walk through them slowly and add some context so you understand what each part is doing and why it matters. First, go ahead and open Gmail. You can do this in your web browser by going to your Gmail inbox and signing in if you aren't already. Make sure you're on the main inbox view where you can see your list of emails. This is important because the settings we're going to adjust are tied to your Gmail account and how it behaves when you're working with your messages. Once your inbox is open, look for the settings option. In the web version of Gmail, this is usually represented by a small gear icon near the top right corner of the page. Click that gear icon to open the quick settings panel. This panel shows a few common options, but for what we want to do, we'll need to go into the full settings area. So in that panel, click the button that takes you to all settings. This might be labeled something like See All Settings. Clicking that will open the main settings page in Gmail. When the full settings page loads, you'll see several different tabs across the top. These tabs organize Gmail's many options into different sections. To continue, make sure you're on the General tab. If you aren't already there, click the tab labeled General. This is where a lot of core Gmail preferences live, including the one we need to adjust. Now, on the General tab, scroll down until you find the section labeled Keyboard Shortcuts. This might be somewhere in the middle of the page, so don't worry if you need to scroll a bit. Keyboard shortcuts in Gmail let you perform actions quickly using your keyboard, and enabling them can also influence how Gmail handles your interactions more broadly. For our purposes, we want to make sure this feature is turned on. In the Keyboard Shortcuts section, select the option to enable keyboard shortcuts. You'll see a choice between disabling and enabling them. Make sure the option for enabling keyboard shortcuts is selected. This step is essential because without keyboard shortcuts enabled, some of Gmail's more advanced behavior and customization options, like the way it handles certain actions, may not work the way you expect. After you've enabled keyboard shortcuts, we need to make sure these changes are actually applied to your account. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the General tab. There you'll see a button to save changes. Click Save Changes. Gmail will briefly reload and your new settings will take effect. Once Gmail finishes reloading, your updated preferences are active. At this point, you've successfully adjusted the underlying settings that affect how Gmail responds to your interactions, including swipe-related behavior where supported. If you ever want to tweak these options again, you can repeat the same process. Open Gmail, go to Settings, make sure you're on the General tab, adjust the keyboard shortcut section, and then save your changes at the bottom. That's all there is to it. You've now learned how to change the relevant settings that control swipe actions in Gmail by enabling keyboard shortcuts and saving your preferences.